How to focus better and improve your productivity using 5 simple steps, coming up in this video. What's going on, self-helper, and welcome to Self-Help Yourself, the #1 self-help channel dedicated to making you the best version of yourself. And every week here on this channel, we do that by inspiring you through the power of psychology. And in this video here, we are going to talk about how to focus better and improve your productivity using 5 simple tips. Now, the thing with focus is it's challenging and it's hard to retain it. We need to create a sense of focus with regard to what we want to work on or what we want to achieve. So having that vision in mind is essential. So create a vision as to what you want to see actualize in the first place and then start working towards it. If you want it bad enough, at the end of the day, you are going to focus and you are going to stay dedicated towards your goal. But if you can't do that, here are 5 tips that you can start using right now. So you can actually implement these tips in almost any area of your life, be it sport, work, or even studies, which a lot of people struggle with. And the thing is, you will see almost instant results with regard to your focus and increased productivity just by following these 5 tips. So tip number 1 is to pre-commit to follow through with a particular task that we assign ourselves. The advantage of doing this is we are externalizing the goal that we want to see. So we write it down or we tell ourselves what we exactly want to achieve. Doing this creates a sense of cognitive dissonance if we fail to accomplish what we want to achieve, which is basically a psychological pressure or an irritation that we feel on the inside because we haven't actually followed through with what we are trying to accomplish. This can be accompanied by assigning a consequence if we fail to actually follow through with the task that we assign ourselves. So pre-commit to actually resolving a particular task that you assign yourself or a goal that you set for yourself. And tell yourself, I am going to accomplish this no matter what. That creates the foundation for a great sense of focus that you can have while actually doing your task. Tip number 2 is to focus on doing just one task at a time. That is single tasking. If you have a habit of doing more than one thing at once, then you suffer something called the cognitive switching penalty, which is a very interesting concept in the book The Personal MBA by Josh Kaufman. The description box has the link to that book. Now, in that book, Josh Kaufman basically tells us about this thing called the cognitive switching penalty, which is basically a thing where we switch our attention constantly and we don't actually get things done. Our brain spends energy just switching between different tasks and we don't end up doing anything in the end. We just end up wasting our time. Now that requires a lot of mental effort and we have to focus a lot of our energy on actually just switching between different tasks rather than focusing on one that we are trying to accomplish. And when we do this, we actually create a habit of lack of focus along with a habit of multitasking. We need to come out of this and focus on doing one thing at a time. So how do we do this? We assign a place to do a particular task and we do only that particular task when we go there. For example, you go to the gym only to work out, not to meet friends, not to chit chat, and not to waste your time. You are using that space to get healthy and stay fit. Another way of doing this is by looking at your study table. That is the only place that you assign yourself to study a particular thing. You do not look at doing other tasks that you would normally not do in the same place. We sleep in our beds. We do not focus on performing other tasks like eating or talking on the phone or something like that. We use that only to relax, maybe have sex or even sleep. We assign a particular place to do a particular task. This boosts our focus and channels our attention to do or associate that place with performing a particular task. This is an extremely powerful way to improve your productivity by channeling your focus towards doing one particular thing in one particular place. So once again, single task, do it in one place and make sure that's the only thing that you do there. If you want to learn more about this and take it to the next level, then I suggest you watch this video that I shot with a world record holder on how to improve your memory, and he talks about focus being a very important component. So link to that will be up here and down in the description box below. Tip number 3 is to write down all of those distractions that you have on a sheet and label it the distraction sheet. Now, when we have our distractions laid out in front of us, we are externalizing exactly what is hindering our performance. And one by one, we can actually go about eliminating these distractions, starting off with the most troublesome distraction. Now, this could be your phone, this could be a television or anything else, a sound, creating a soundproof environment for when you actually have to work so that you can focus, or even in some cases, getting rid of those people who prevent you from focusing, those people who distract you from your goal. It's important to keep these people away as much as possible because they are going to keep you from actually focusing on what you want for yourself. And this is a very powerful thing to do. May not be easy, but if we actually follow through with this, we can see tremendous results. So get rid of those people who distract you, or at least keep them away for the length of time that you want to be productive. This is something that really successful people do extremely well. They push away people who impede their productivity, and they draw in people who can actually boost their productivity, boost their focus, allow them to enter an atmosphere where they can, amplify their creativity. These are some of the things that truly successful, and more than that, truly focused people are able to do. They are able to channel exactly what they want, and they do what it takes. Tip number 4 is meditation. Now, to reach a meditative state is something that you need to put into practice on a regular basis. Starting off with maybe 10 to 20 minutes of meditation, starting off with 10 and then working your way up to 20 is a great way to actually experience the benefits of this. Now, I already have a video out on the benefits of meditation. If you want to check out that video, I'll link it up right here and down in the description box below. The thing with this is to actually slow down your breathing and focus on how you breathe. Do this by simply breathing in through your nose and letting it out through your mouth. Repeat it once again. Do it with me. And let it out. Doing this regularly, repeating it over and over again, actually increases the amount of blood flow to the brain, and it may even lead you to feel a little tipsy, or you may lose your sense of balance. And this is in a way a good thing, because more oxygen in the brain allows you to think more clearly and allows you to become more productive. It also relaxes you and allows you to channel your energy towards something that you may want to direct your energy on. Remember, focus is channeled, and you want to channel your energy towards what you want to achieve. The way you do this is by making meditation a habit. Practice makes perfect, and even though you may never become perfect at meditation, it can do a lot of things for you, and it'll benefit your productivity greatly. So maybe allocate 10 minutes in a day to meditation. It'll really make a big difference, and it'll allow you to focus on what you want to achieve. So that's meditation for you. Tip number 4. Tip number 5, and probably the most important tip in this list, is to discover and recreate flow. With flow, you enter a state of hyper productivity where you channel your energy towards one particular thing that you want to do, and all of your focus is driven towards that. Where does flow come from? It comes from a state of focus that is done consistently. Now, flow is not something that you can constantly get into, but it's something that you can try to get into spontaneously if you maintain your focus long enough, consistently enough while performing a particular task. Think of someone who gives a speech or someone who does a YouTube video talking to you. How do the words flow so freely. There is a system that they get into. They remove all the distractions around them. They create an environment for themselves where all of their energy is channeled towards one thing, and that is the task that they are looking to accomplish. If you want to accomplish this, you need to make focus a habit. If you make focus a habit, your likelihood of getting into the state of flow increases that much more. So get in the zone by becoming more focused and use all of these tips and ultimately look to achieve your task. And that's what you want to do with focus. If you achieve one set of goals, that makes you even more focused to achieve much bigger targets. And this is the mindset you want to create for yourself. Remember that focus is a matter of choice. If you let something else, your external factors, control your mind, it's not going to be good for you at the end of the day. You want to be the master of your own mind. And again, this takes practice. Focus comes from practice. If you create a mindset for yourself that yes, I have the potential, I have the capability to be focused, I tell myself I can do this, I want to do this, then it's most likely going to happen. If you come from this mindset and tell yourself to be focused, I guarantee you it's going to make a tremendous difference. And keep going with it, keep going with the flow, and for sure you will find yourself at the end where you have accomplished your task. And this is the benefit of focus. Alright guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, make sure you leave it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down in the comment section below and let me know what you want to see in future videos and what you thought about this one. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so that you never miss another video to becoming the best version of yourself. This is Vikram signing off guys, and I'll see you in the next session.